Today I'm here and I'm excited to share that I have Sam Livermore with me to share the love all the way from London, England. Sam and I met a couple months ago during a coaching program that we did together online. And when I heard about what she was doing, the movement that she was doing, I was so excited. I felt like it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard of. And so I asked her to speak with us today, and here she is.
Yay!
Welcome, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here and taking the time to share the love. Tell me about Sam and about Share the Love.
Share the Love is a movement that I started where we write anonymous love letters to strangers. So it's a completely anonymous letter, and it just goes into an envelope with an invitation for someone to open it. And we just put them out into the wild, as it were, for people to find them. It's something that I do just like on an everyday basis, but also has just grown into a huge movement with lots of my friends are involved as well now.
That's amazing. Do you know approximately how many love letters have been written and distributed?
Thousands, at least. From me, from who I know, I'd say at least 5,000, at least a minimum 5,000. I know for sure when I started counting the letters or the envelopes that we was using when we do big events, and I started a few years ago counting how many envelopes we use over 4 days. We average around sort of 700 envelopes over a weekend, 600 or 700 maybe. On top of that, you know, the letters I write every day, so I probably write about 350 to 400 in a year personally. And then plus all of my friends that are doing it. So I think Share the Love as a movement, we would have written a minimum of 5,000 in the last 5 years.
That's incredible.
Plus,
and that's really just ones that you're kind of accounting for. Like there's probably more that's spread just, even from the events or people that just heard of it that aren't really familiar with maybe the hashtag or anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's just coming from me. I mean, if I thought about my friends that are also doing it around the country, for sure, it's thousands and thousands.
Amazing, amazing. So good. Where is the most unusual place a letter has been hidden?
Yeah, this is tricky. Because we've left in so many different places, and there's so many good ones that I can think of. Usually my favorite is like street art or advertising posters. If we can get a letter on that, so it's part of the image, that always really looks good on a photo. I think my favorite though is last year when I saw some street art of some Hollywood figures, and they had an image of Fred Astaire, and I put an envelope, stuck it to the wall on his hand, so it looked like that he was holding the letter out to someone. So for me, that's just probably my favorite so far.
Yeah, I love that. People may think that that's not exactly, that may have been intentional with the artwork.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cool. Have you ever received feedback from someone that has received an anonymous letter?
Yes. When we do events, often people will find a letter somewhere in the hall or somewhere else in the event, and they might not have come across our stand yet. And when they get round to our stand, they're like, oh, this is where that came from. Or, hold on, wait, I saw a letter over there, but I didn't think it was for me. So I left it. But people who sort of come back to us and say, oh my God, how did you know that? How did you know that message? That's exactly what I needed to know right now. So we get that sort of general feedback. But, I have a few stories of people who have found them that have come back to us. They're always really, really powerful and emotional, and it's just what they needed to know at the time. And
wow,
it's almost like the universe has spoken to them. Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's so great. What is the most significant thing that has happened because of your movement?
I guess just like the connection with people, the connection like with people who have found letters, and all the friends that doing it with me. But I think like the impact on my own life would probably be the most significant thing, is something that I never set out to, I never realized the impact it would have on me personally, you know, how it's changed my health, and it's just like my bigger vision of things. You know, I know this, it's something, if you've got any kind of chronic illness, you know, you have high levels of cortisol in your body. And when I was very chronically ill, like 5 years ago, and I was in really bad health and very low level depression as well, you know, when you're writing letters and you're telling yourself like you are loved, I love you, and doing those loving messages, you are releasing chemicals in your body, reduces the amount of cortisol in your body. So it has that positive effect on your health. And for me, like 5 years on, I'm no longer having to go to the hospital. My blood tests always show up as normal now. So even though, you know, I've got this damage to my body and, you know, I still have physical damage, the actual like chronic illness is no longer active in me. And I know that is because of this constant this constant sort of like loving myself. So that's probably the most significant thing.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. I feel like with people writing the letters, they're receiving, you know, they're giving and they're receiving good vibes in that, but the therapeutic effect of that is just enormous. And I'm even starting to imagine like places using this technique, or this using, you know, your love letters to help like heal.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do actually have a friend who works in mental health, and she does a love letter writing session like once a month with her group that she works with, and that's beautiful.
That's so beautiful. That's perfect. That's so awesome. How can somebody share the love and begin a movement in their own community?
Well, so simple. All you need, pens, paper, envelopes. That's how easy it is. All you have to do, you know, is just write that letter, write whatever you want to share with another person, or write the letter that you would like to receive. Just goes in an envelope with an invitation for someone to open it. You don't even have to put your name on there. If you choose to, you can write the hashtag on the envelope, hashtag share the love, but it is completely anonymous. We don't put a website in there or anything. It's that real unconditional message of love for another person, and then just go and put it out there. That's how simple it is. You know?
That's so great. I love that anybody can do this. Like a child can do this. You know, there's no age restrictions, or as long as you can write on a piece of paper or have someone write for you.
Yeah.
Like that's all you really need to do. It's incredible. It's so simple yet so powerful.
Yes, exactly.
So is Share the Love on social media, or do you have a website?
Yes, you can find us at sharetheloveletters.com. On there, I've got a little bit about the story, like how you can get involved. Our social media links are all on there. I've also got a little bit about my friends that are involved, the love ambassadors. That's something I'd really like to extend on, like over the years, and sort of really build that part out of the website of people around the world who are also sharing the love. Also, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Share the Love Letters. And we also have our Etsy shop as well, Share the Love Letters. And on there we have our products, which are our mugs and our postcards and t-shirts. And these are all like unique products with quotes on from the love letters that have been written in the past.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, they, you know, it is beautiful, and it's really a way for us to fund Share the Love and to also give back to the community as well, because our mugs, part of the mugs will be donated to our soup kitchen, and they support homeless people to have a hot meal and a drink every day.
Oh, amazing. Do you have a sample of your mugs? I'd love to see.
I do have a couple of the mugs with me. So we've got 5 different designs, all with quotes on from letters. So I just picked 2 of my favorites out. So this is Connect to the Heart. It's how the magic happens. And
true.
This one, love is a magic we can all experience.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, so this is like our lovely mugs, and we have these postcards, all very like similar, with different quotes on from letters, and they are in packs of 8 on Etsy. You can get them. When we do events, we sell those singly as well.
Yeah, those are beautiful. I'd love to have that, use those as cards. They're just so meaningful. And the fact that a portion of it's going to charity is so meaningful as well, and supports Share the Love.
Yeah,
Well.
sharing the love on a bigger sort of basis as well.
Absolutely. So what is your big vision for Share the Love, Sam?
Oh, my big vision. I think, I'm starting it now with supporting this soup kitchen. That is the sort of first step towards like my big vision. What I would really what I envision in the future is like a Share the Love center where we can support like young homeless people. We can teach social skills. We can help them get back into like the community. And my bigger vision, like in 50 years time, I can see a foundation like the Share the Love Foundation that does support lots of projects to do with like youth empowerment and homeless projects, which is really my sort of passion as well.
Oh, that's so awesome. I see that. I can totally visualize that happening. I'm so excited for you, Sam. So great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yesterday, I decided to write my own love letter. I wanted to experience it for myself. And I want to just share with you that it was an incredible experience. When I was writing it, I had the intention, of course, to give it to somebody else, but I did find, similar to what you said, that I was writing from the heart, and it was words that were, or a message that was really sort of towards myself. So, a lot of people know me as being very overly emotional, and I did start to tear up because it was just a really, it was just a powerful experience to be giving that, but also be receiving it at the same time. And what I did was I put it in, we have a creek near us, and so my husband and I, we both went out into the creek, and well, not the creek, but in the forest area, and I put it on a tree. So
amazing.
I like to go out there, and it's very, it's very peaceful, and I feel, it's peaceful and spiritual, and I'm hoping that someone that goes out there for that purpose maybe as well will find it, and it'll speak to them. It'll be the perfect person. I feel like it must always be the perfect person that finds the letters.
Yeah, absolutely. I really think it is. The letters always go to the person that they're meant to. And you could leave a letter somewhere, 10 people will walk past it, but the person it's meant for will see it there.
That's right. That's
what's so beautiful about it.
So amazing. Well, thank you so much, Sam, for your time and sharing your vision, and this movement that you've begun. I feel like it's really taking off, and it sounds like you've just kind of scratched the surface. Like there's so much more to this, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I actually would like to start a movement here in Canada, and so I'm hoping that you'll see lots of hashtags and pictures from people leaving them in Canada here. It's just something that's so simple, but it's really so powerful and magical and special that anybody can do it, and it's just like, why not? Yeah. Share the love. So awesome. Thank you again, Sam.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome. Bye.